All right, powerful Hurricane Gordon churning in the Atlantic. Good thing it is not headed towards the United States, headed back to Africa. We'll keep a close eye on it. We're also watching a disturbance down here, a 60% chance this could become tropical in the next 2 days. We'll keep you updated. And terribly hot. And now things are nice and quiet, you guys. Perfect sleeping weather. Live Guardian radar is showing nothing out there. We did have quite a bit of activity, as I mentioned at the top of our newscast, but things looking good for us now, and we expect things to quiet down as we continue to head through the overnight hours. We're in the 70s and 80s and through most of Central Florida. 77 in Sanford, 78 Daytona Beach, 80 degrees in Sanford, actually 76 Orlando, and 79 in Kissimmee. So we'll keep temperatures pretty much where they are right now. I'm not expecting those to change all that much. You saw that big burst of green and yellow. Those were the storms that we had earlier today. They are now pushed off towards the east, back into the deep waters of the ocean. But guess what? Just like a train, we've got another one coming here. This will be a batch of showers that will develop through the night tonight, and then probably by the time you wake up tomorrow, and if you like to check the radar a lot on the weekends, you'll start to notice a line of it will be coming right over Tampa and the Tampa Bay area and moving over Central Florida. So I think almost an identical weather pattern today will play out again tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be clouding up early, at least for the fact that I don't want to see severe weather. So if we cloud up early, that's going to help limit that activity. 76 is our current temperature in Orlando. Again, partly cloudy. Humidity is very high at 94% with the south wind at 5. In Leesburg, we check in there, mostly clear, 80 degrees, and humidity pretty high, 85% as well. Winds are the southwest at about 7. All right, our weather headlines include a good chance of storms tomorrow. Heaviest will be on the east side, and the tropics have been quiet. That's good, at least for us. It's pretty busy for the deep waters of the ocean. We just showed you that a couple minutes ago. All right, here's our computer model, and again, the strong southwest flow carries our storms from the Gulf of Mexico right over Central Florida. Could pin those along the east coast tomorrow. So again, if you're planning to head to the beach or you're going to be doing some boating forecast or interested in the boating forecast, I would say do things around the radar, obviously. So try and do things early. Staying muggy for us tonight. Clear skies later. A southwest wind with a low temperature tonight of 75. Early sunshine, humid afternoon storms tomorrow. High temperature of 93 degrees. And again, the boating forecast is going to be hit or miss and pretty much dependent on where those storms come in from Tampa. A light chop, the seas 1 to 2 feet. Temperature-wise, about 90 degrees, but I think the storms will end a little earlier than we've seen lately. All right, here's your extended forecast. 50-50 chance of the rain tomorrow, 40% for Monday, and we'll keep those temperatures nice and toasty in the low 90s.
All right, thanks a lot, Leslie. Well,
we love that story. All right, let's talk a little weather here. Our AccuWeather forecast. We're looking at the radar, and we're looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it looks good. I think we're going to have an early start tomorrow. A lot of folks do get up early on the weekends, especially those of us that have kids. And I think tomorrow morning, as you wake up, there's definitely going to be some rain out there, much like today. So hopefully we'll get it done early with, and you won't have to worry about it in the afternoon. As you grasp those last few hours of summer, everybody, of course, returning to school on Monday, and it's going to be a rainy start for some folks on Monday as well. Right now, we're in the upper 70s and low 80s. As we take a look at the radar, again, things are nice and clear here. There is some activity developing in the Gulf of Mexico, so I'll be watching that tonight and early tomorrow to see how that all plays out. But for now, we'll continue to watch things push away from Florida. Here was our computer model or satellite picture from earlier today, and again, there's not a whole lot going on across the state of Florida, but there's some energy starting to develop in the Gulf of Mexico. So while you sleep tonight, that will be moving oh so close to us, and by tomorrow morning, I do expect that to be right over the west side of the state. Here's our computer model, and it kind of plays that out. You can see the sea breeze developing here, and we have a pretty good mix of showers expected tomorrow. The rain chances are 50-50, and I think there'll be a little higher coverage for the folks along the east side, and then we still have another batch of rain, much like we had this weekend, that will be coming late Monday night and into Tuesday. So it's going to be a training pattern, meaning that we get the same pattern of the same type of storms developing day after day. So until we really change that southwest wind, which is what we've been having, I don't think things will be changing too much. Nothing changing too much with the tropics, except we're watching this newly formed system. Hurricane Center gives this a 60% chance that it will turn into a tropical system within the next day or so. So we'll keep you updated on that. Gordon, we're also watching. It's right here. Actually, there we'll zoom into this one first. And then Gordon is the powerful hurricane with sustained winds of 110 miles an hour. But thankfully, that's, of course, moving away from the U.S., headed back towards the Azores, where they are under hurricane warnings there. The winds, again, with this one are 110 miles an hour, then moving towards the east at about 3. The pressure is 965 millibars. We'll keep an eye on it for you, but of course we're much more interested in that disturbance that's several hundred miles south of Gordon to see what's happening with that. In the meantime, forecast-wise here, we'll stay in the lower 70s to middle 70s across central Florida for the rest of tonight. Beach and boating forecast, not bad early in the day, and then I expect those storms around noontime and early afternoon for you. Lower to middle 70s for us across the viewing area tonight, and tomorrow we'll be back in the lower 90s. Forecast-wise, we'll keep things pretty much status quo. I expect to keep the rain chances, as I mentioned, in the 50s to 50% range tomorrow. All right, here's a quick look at the extended forecast. 40% chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday, and then lower 90s for the rest of the week.
Looks good.